Yo, what is going on, guys? Sardine here. I know it's been a minute since I've recorded a video, but we're here now. So today we're going to be looking at Dying Light 2. I bought it recently, and I've been playing the shit out of it. I'll just say that right now, that I've been playing it non-stop, and I'm just going to do a little review of it, what I think about it, um, some issues with the game, stuff I don't like, stuff I like about the game, stuff like that. So my initial thoughts before buying the game were that it was just going to be a dumbed down version of the original Dying Light 1. I thought it was going to be a good game, but it wasn't going to compare to the original. And you can say that in some sense because Dying Light at the time was was innovating the zombie scene. No one had ever played a game where you could free roam and have the freedom you had while also killing zombies, um, like Dying Light had. That was the first of its kind um, at the time. So now that Dying Light 2 is out and it's much improved from the last game, people kind of expect that we've seen. Obviously, there hasn't been really any games besides Dying Light that have really implemented this feature, but it's there, and you know, so we're kind of expecting it. The game feature. Let's just go into the game features. What I like about the game. So the parkour Techland has really improved on that part of the game. There are bits and pieces that I don't like about it, but overall, the parkour is extremely good. Just the real freedom that you have in this game is unreal. Um, so it's crazy. There are obviously some things that I don't like about it, but we'll get into that later. Just some things that I enjoy about the game. Obviously, I already mentioned parkour, very good. Um, just the way you can kill zombies, the story is extremely good. Um, we see the return of spoilers, by the way. We see the return of Spike. 15 years later, we get the backstory of the Haran virus and what happened to Haran. We don't get to know what happens to Crane yet. It's presumed that he died. Um, so, uh, it's presumed that he died, which is kind of supported what happens in, like, the first mission in the game. That Crane is dead. Um, but Aiden as a character as well during the story, his story is interesting. It's not as um, it's more deep than Crane's. Um, and I liked it. All the bosses were good. Um, and back to like the normal game, online is extremely fun. The online feature where you can just play with other people is extremely fun. And if you have Dying Light 2 and haven't, if you've beat the story and you're really not doing anything, and hop on online, it is extremely fun. Um, Now we're gonna get into the things I don't enjoy about the games. The first thing, I just will get this out of here, are the exploding virals. I don't know who at Techland or like what Techland was thinking when they added exploding virals to the game, but I really feel they should either be nerfed or completely removed from the game. If you don't know, when you unlock the Sunken City, there are virals there that explode. So it is very annoying when you try to go to your sunken airdrops and stuff and try to get that loot that you have exploding virals chasing you down. And also with the sunken airdrops, you have to be such a high level um, to actually defeat the little mini boss that protects the airdrop, like the Smasher or the Brawler. That is voice crack. Sorry about that. That is always protecting the airdrop. It takes so much for you to actually defeat them. I was trying, and I'm a level 7, which isn't it doesn't seem like much, but once you start playing, level 7 is pretty good. I have, I'm leveled up in pretty much everything. My health, my stamina is leveled up. I have decent level weapons with a decent amount of damage that they deal to the opponent. But the little mini boss, it takes forever for you to kill him. And he's just a little overpowered, I believe, health-wise. Obviously, his attacks and stuff are basic at best. But you really can't get the sunken airdrops unless you're a level 10 or above. Or have level 10 or above weapons. So, that's a problem with the sunken city. Other things I just don't like about the game is when you're in the city, like the main part, like the city. So once you get out of the bazaar in the game, it's really hard to traverse, like going up the buildings. Like if you like want to manually climb a building, you're gonna have some issues. But there are ways to combat that, to counter that. You can just go to the VNC tower and paraglide down. But if, like, as soon as you get into the city, like if you want to get an inhibitor that's in the building, you have to climb up, and it's extremely hard to know how to do that. It's extremely hard to find a way to do it. Let's see. Another thing is, spoiler alert once again, when the city gets bombed, there are a lot of areas that are like covered in like debris and dust. And when you get into that part, there's a lot of stuff that are in those parts that you need for like side quests and stuff. And it's extremely hard to maneuver in there. So, I mean, I don't think they should change anything, but it's just a personal preference that I don't like about it. Another thing is that the Peacekeeper Survivor thing is really bland. It's just kind of eh. There's not really much story. They should have invested more story into, the Peacekeepers and Survivors versus like the Renegades. I think they should have put more story into that part, but they didn't. We kind of just focused on, Waltz and stuff, the whole game. Now we're gonna go to the bugs. This could be stuff I don't like about the game, but we're mainly just gonna focus on bugs now. The bugs in this game, there are a lot. I can't really blame them though. The game is only a month old, and I'm pretty sure they are working on bugs right now, or like bug fixes. But there are just some few that I need to mention that have really been annoying me. One is some monkey bars don't work on the map. I know it seems like a little bug, but once you start playing and once you see how big monkey bars are in the game, for example, to get a windmill activated, if you don't have a paraglider or an upgraded paraglider, you can't get to the top of the windmill because the monkey bars don't work. They're bugged. So the only way you'd get to the top of the windmill is if you have an upgraded paraglider. You go to the top of the VNC tower and paraglide down. And that's if you have enough stamina and the upgraded paraglider, which I believe is extremely annoying. Another few just minor bugs is that you can easily get stuck in a place. Like, you can get behind like a lamp or a light fixture, and you'll be stuck there, and then zombies can hit you and kill you. I don't, from what I know, you don't really lose anything when you die, unlike Dying Light 1. Um, like in Dying Light 1, when you die, you lose survivor points, which are just points you'd use to upgrade like your combat, stamina, and agility, stuff like that. Um, so I don't think you lose anything like that when you die, but it definitely is annoying. Another thing is when you're surrounded by zombies and you go onto a table or something, those zombies can still hit you from under the table. They'll swing and they'll hit you. Um, I believe that's annoying as well. Um, Other than that, I can't really. There are tons of bugs, but those are the ones that I've really had an issue with. Um, that I've really just not enjoyed a lot. But yeah. So just my final thoughts about the game. I really enjoy it. I believe if we finally get the bugs under control, and stuff like that, and like they add um, maybe some more content to the main game, not paid content, then I would say that is definitely better than the first one. And right now, it is really competing. In my opinion, is really competing with the first game, like gameplay wise, stuff like that. Like the parkour is so much better. The combat is so much better. Sure, in Dying Light 1 you had games. Yeah, you had guns and stuff. But in Dying Light 2, there aren't guns anymore, obviously. Um, but you get crossbows, bows, but the melee weapons and then the bows and stuff are so cool and so good that it kind of competes with guns and Dying Light. Um, the one thing I don't like um, in Dying Light 2 that was done perfectly in Dying Light 1 is the grappling hook. Um, the grappling hook in Dying Light 2 sucks fucking ass. Sure, you can use it from time to time, but other to save yourself, maybe you're falling off a building, you can use the grappling hook to save yourself. But other than that, you're not going to use the grappling hook. I'll just tell you that right now. You're never going to use the grappling hook. Um, it's just really annoying. Instead of the grappling hook pulling you to the location that you're grappling to, you swing. Obviously, if you upgrade the grappling hook, it will. You have an option for it to pull you to that location. But even then, I think Techland like nerfed it because it was just like Dying Light 1's grappling hook, so they nerfed it and it made it where that's not really possible anymore. Um, so the grappling hook is really just something that you're never going to use. It's a cool feature, but they really need to buff it. Um, the UV light, never, no one's, I haven't used it yet. I've fully upgraded it. I've never used it. Um, but I see why it's in the game, obviously. Um, but the paraglider, that is probably the main thing you're going to be using while you're just going around doing side quests. Like if you don't want to just walk to your destination, you paraglide. It is extremely fun, and it is definitely, if you're going to upgrade something, upgrade the paraglider first. Um, and also, I just want to mention the way you upgrade your health and stamina and such with inhibitors. I like that idea, but they could have definitely improved on it. If they would have just shown us where all the inhibitors are in the game, like as soon as we load up, as soon as we can see the map, boom, in the big city, in Bazaar, here's all the inhibitors. Go get them. Um, I definitely would have felt like that would have helped me a lot. I have my stamina, my health fully upgraded, I believe. Right now, I am missing a few inhibitors, but I've gotten every single one in the game. Um, and I fully upgraded both my health and stamina, basically. But I think they could have done the whole inhibitor thing a bit better. How you can get the inhibitors is pretty good. I enjoyed that part of the game. There are some, like with the ones in the safe, where you have to go find the code. Some of those can be quite annoying, but I really don't mind. Um, so overall, right now, Dying Light 1 is still the reigning champion of parkour zombie games. But if Techland can do a good job fixing the bugs, and buff the um, buff the grappling hook and just make some overall game fixes, I definitely believe it has a chance of surpassing Dying Light 1. So I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's an extremely good game. If you played the first one, um, and you enjoyed the story and such, um, I would definitely play the second one. The story doesn't have anything to do with the. I mean, it does, but it really doesn't have to do with anything about Crane. Like, so the second one follows Aiden. The first one follows Crane. But you get some hints of that. You get some hints of Crane in the second game. So, yeah. If you enjoyed this video, just enjoyed my explanation of, or my thoughts of Dying Light 2, then drop a like if you want to, subscribe. I don't know if I'm going to post anytime soon again. I've got a lot of stuff on my plate, school, stuff like that. And the only reason why I'm making this video is that I'm on spring break. So I thought I would just make this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.